I'm back!
24 seconds, yeah, you better not stop. You got 24 seconds, can you beat the shot I got? But you waiting on your daddy, I ain't got that much time. You seem anxious.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl D, and welcome to My Fit D, where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing at all. Y'all, today we're talking about things I've learned while becoming a better version of myself. Now, I know y'all probably like, girl, it's been a minute since your last video, and we're going to get into it, I promise you. But before we continue, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because I guarantee you, some videos are on the way. All right? Let's continue, y'all. I do want to give out a disclosure that I am in no way a professional. I know everything about this. This is just things I've personally experienced, and I'm hoping that I motivate someone and inspire someone, because these are things that's not really talked about when on social media and looking at the girlies become better versions of themselves and just, becoming that girl. Although I am that girl in my own way.
Nice.
Still, it's not talked about. So I thought, why not do this video? And so I'm going to be completely honest with y'all throughout this process from when I made my 2024 vision board and how it's going right now. Okay, that's what we're touching on. So one of the first things that I want to talk about that I've learned thus far throughout this entire journey is that mistakes will be made. It is trial and error. Okay, I'm so serious. Listen. I told myself, one of the things I put on my vision board is that I wanted to walk 10,000 steps a day, y'all. That ain't all. Steps ain't been like that. And I realized that I had to take time to actually figure out, okay, what am I doing wrong? And I realized that some of the days where I wasn't getting that 10,000 steps was because I wasn't going to the gym. Granted, those were my rest days, so I had to figure out a way to get more steps in if I'm not going to the gym. And so I decided that one of the best ways is just moving around more. I'm walking throughout the office while at work. I'm taking the stairs instead of the elevator. And that's been helping me a lot. And I will say, y'all, it's been one of my best weeks I've had thus far. Okay, I've hit my step goal and actually went past it. And throughout this process, I also realized that it's not always about achieving goals. Okay, it's not always about achieving goals. But let me not jump the gun. Just remember that mistakes will be made in this trial and error. You got to figure out what works for you, what doesn't, and it's not going to be picture perfect. It's not. And it's best to have those mistakes so you can tweak it and make it fit for yourself. And that's what I'm doing. And so I've been able to make it fit a little more in regards to getting 10,000 steps and other things like eating healthy and, trying to stay within budget and budgeting. I'm tweaking it. I'm tweaking each aspect of my life and trying to figure out how I can become and live the lifestyle that I want to live, how I can become the woman that I want to be, and how I can live the lifestyle that I want. So make those mistakes, y'all. Don't be afraid to make them. Just make them, because it's gonna feel bad in that moment, but make them and keep it pushing. Make it and keep them pushing. The next thing I want to talk about that I've learned thus far is do not let social media be the driver. Okay, do not let social media be the driver. And what I mean by that is pretty much don't be so focused on what you see on social media and try to implement it in your life. Don't try to do that. Don't do that. Y'all, I was doing that. I'm not gonna lie, I was doing it. I was definitely on TikTok to go see, like, before I go grocery shopping, I'm gonna go look and see, like, oh, I'm going to Trader Joe's, what they be buying. Well, how many, like, what they doing? What can I do? I'm gonna go get exactly what they got on TikTok on what they put on YouTube. That's what I was doing. I was literally letting social media drive my life. Granted, those reviews and those videos, those things like that are very helpful, but it should have been something that I was using as like a tip and a guide, but not letting it be the whole thing, letting that be what I'm doing. I'm doing exactly what they're doing. I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't being me. And that's what was making me not be able to achieve and knock down all the things I'm trying to knock out. Like, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't being me. I was trying to be somebody else. I was trying to let social media drive me, pretty much. Be like everything I see on social media. And we all know everything that's on social media ain't real. So I don't know what I was doing. Like, the math wasn't mathing. I told myself I wanted to be my authentic self on this channel, and here I am letting social media drive me. Yeah. It wasn't given. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't posted in so long, is because I was trying to be this perfectionist. I would see videos and I would be like, oh, my videos don't look like that. Oh, it's not giving, yeah, nobody's gonna like it. Oh, I'm so scared I'm gonna be judged.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Like what? Girl, I had to give myself a reality check real quick. Cause what? But which is why we're here today. Because there's no way I'm gonna keep doing that to myself. So don't let social media drive y'all. Please don't use it as a guide. Use it as inspiration, but do not let it be. Don't let it be everything. Because don't be like me, where you gotta go on TikTok for everything. Figure out what you like, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I have a TikTok problem, but that's why I'm watching how long I stay on social media and things like that because I don't need to let it drive me. I don't need it. I don't need it to drive me. I don't need that. So yeah, y'all keep that in mind. I promise you, it's one of the biggest things that I didn't realize I was doing. One of the next things I want to talk about is the fact that you want to enjoy the process, y'all. Don't take for granted. Don't let nothing slide. Just enjoy the process. Okay, because one of the things I was doing was trying to knock out all the bad and be like, no, I can't, all this bad, all the bad things and all the hiccups and the walls you hit, all of that matters. Because at the end of the day, it's just gonna make you more grateful in the end. You're gonna be grateful for everything that occurred to make you the person you are. And that's how I see it. Because throughout this process, I was trying to pick and choose what I wanted to focus on. And I was missing out on so much, missing out on so many things because one bad thing would happen and I would be distracted by the fact that, hey, you didn't go to the gym, but you reached that, you surpassed that step goal you wanted to do. You were more active. It ain't even about reaching the goal. It's the fact that I was able to I'm trying to change a habit. Decided that it was no more saying tomorrow or trying again the next day. No, it wasn't going to be no more of that because that was something I was continuously doing. And so I said I have to enjoy this entire process. I can't be distracted by the fact that I may have not got, I may wasn't hitting that goal all that the week before last because last week I definitely hit the goal every day. But the week before last, I didn't hit the goal every single day. But it's not about that. It's recognizing where I'm messing up at, trying to change that habit and just trying each day. And so that's why everything ties in together. Because like mistakes will be made, but you want to enjoy the process, the good and the bad. Because in the end, you're going to be grateful for it all. And it's going to teach you, you're going to learn so much. I am reading more and I am learning so much more. Because I'm 10,000 steps a day just so I can knock it off my vision board. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, that's not what I'm doing. And I don't think you should be doing that. If it's a goal, great. But don't just focus on the goal. Focus on the process. Enjoy the process and implement it in your life. Make it a lifelong goal. Lifelong. Just, it doesn't have to be a simple goal because once you achieve that goal, then what? And that's my process of thinking now. So it's like I'm gonna enjoy this process, the good and bad. It's challenging and it can be a headache, but I'm gonna enjoy the process because I love the woman I am becoming. Actually, it's not even falling in love. I love who I'm becoming because I see the changes every single day. And so y'all just enjoy the process. Don't let the bad outweigh the good. All of us is gonna come at you, but it's how you move forward after that that's gonna matter the most. After that little bad incident, what you gonna do next? That's what's gonna matter the most. The next one, y'all, and this one was a rocky one for me. But relationships and friendships will be tested, okay? Because you are changing and you're trying to become a better version of yourself, you're gonna start to realize a lot of things. And I've realized that some of the friends, some of the family that I have, it's not what it was cracked up to be because I'm starting to set boundaries, y'all. Set them boundaries. Set them boundaries. Okay, and it's gonna hurt a little bit. It's gonna hurt a little bit. I promise you it is. Because it's stinging me. But at the same time, it does so much more good for yourself. I am in a better place because I've been setting boundaries. Because if now that I have these boundaries, some friendships and relationships are being tested and some of them are not making it, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. Because I'm also open and now I'm being able to meet people that are. Okay, I've met some. Mind you, this process has not just started in the month of January. I've been working on this before 2024. It's 2024 now, but I've been going through this process for a while now. It's just been a lot of trial and error, but I've been going through this process for a while now. So just know relationships, friendships, all of that will be tested. Okay? You got to be prepared that some people are not going to make it at the end of it. Some people aren't going to make it, and that's okay. I promise you it's going to be okay. Y'all, the next point I want to bring up is do not let fear drive you. Okay? Do not let fear drive you. Y'all, fear has been driving me. I must admit, if I'm going to be completely honest with y'all and be open, I'm fear was driving me. Okay? Especially with this channel, because I got scared. That's just what it is. I got scared. I was literally like, and so that fear was driving me. It stopped me from doing a lot. It stopped me from doing a lot because I was just scared. I was scared of being judged, all of that. And I told myself when I first started the channel that that was the whole goal, is to not have that fear. And so I had to wake up. I had to give myself that reality check. And because of that reality check, here I am today. Here I am making this video. And more videos are coming because I can't keep slacking and just waiting and making up excuses. Because that's what I was doing. That's exactly what I was doing. I was literally making excuses and just trying to find every reason on why I don't need to post. But I was letting that fear drive me. I was letting that fear drive me when I was going to the gym. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I might be doing this wrong. Somebody's looking at me. What? Girl, nobody's studying you. And if they are looking, oh well, I gotta learn. You gotta learn. I must have forgot that you don't just know information. You just don't know how to do stuff. You have to learn. I didn't know how to edit from a man to the moon. Now look at me. Editing. And I'm still learning. But it's a process. But I can't let fear drive me because I'm not gonna get nowhere. So don't let social media be the driver, and don't let fear be the driver. That's it. Don't say you gotta be the driver. You gotta be the driver, okay? Because I'm gonna be the driver. I'm gonna be driving now. I ain't nobody driving this. It's gonna be me. I'm driving. Let me drive. I got the car keys. Beep beep. Y'all, one of the next points I want to talk about is being alone. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I think I forgot how to be alone a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. But you gotta be okay with being alone. It's okay to just be able to sit at home by yourself in your bed. You may be stuck in your thoughts, but that's actually a good thing because you start to realize, like, okay, wait a minute, why am I thinking these thoughts and things like that? And some people may be fearful of that. I know I was. I was definitely fearful, just sitting there with my thoughts, like, dang, I'm overthinking. Because I overthink like it ain't nothing, okay? I overthink like it ain't nothing. And I get in my head just so much. But throughout this process, me being alone and letting me just hear my actual thoughts and listening to the thoughts that I've had, I'm able to take a moment and be like, okay, but why am I thinking this? Why do I feel this way? And I'm able to kind of narrow it down. It ain't gonna fix it, anything, like in the sense of like everything's gonna work out and be fixed overnight or anything like that. That's not the case. But throughout this process, it has helped me a lot. Being alone and being able to actually just listen and pay attention to my mannerisms, things like that. Like, what do I like to do? What am I doing in my alone time? What am I doing when I'm by myself? Things like that. I'm able to see that more. But just know it's okay to be alone. And yeah, you're going to have to be okay with being alone. It's going to happen at some point, I feel like. Again, it may not. But to me, I think that throughout that process and throughout this process, it's going to happen. At some point, you're going to be alone. You got to be okay with it. And y'all, the last point I want to mention, the biggest point I want to mention, okay? The biggest and most important one. All of them are important. All of them are important though. But the biggest one is to remember you can do it. You can do it. And I have to tell myself that every day because sometimes I forget and I'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Can I really do this? Can this be something that I can actually do? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do not give up. Do not let your mistakes be the reason you stop. Don't let social media be the driver. Be okay with being alone. Let those friendships, relationships be tested so you know who's actually there for you and who's just there to see what they can get out of you. Listen, this entire process, the process is going to be your own. So enjoy it. Pay attention to everything, and you may not pay attention to everything. I'm not going to say pay attention to everything. I would say enjoy the process.